High Point, of course, in the all-purple with the white trim. Wildcats in the all-white with the purple trim. And Azunabor wins the tip, and the Panthers start off with possession. One of the men to watch for this High Point team, averaged 20 points per game last year, second in the Big South, although this time the first shot rolls in, the shooter's touch from Zach Austin against that Shenandoah team. As Bowie drives on right, gets inside, tough fall-away floater, falls.
We saw in the opener that guards are going to play.
Wright running the other way, wasn't ready for the pass, but he gives it back to House, and he drains the triple. 6-4 lead here for the Panthers. Now 6 for 6 in career free throws as he draws the Cats level again. High hedge from Barron on that ball screen. Now Azunabor tries a long two and nails it. Bowie looking for Nance instead to Barron. Wow, talk about some physicality. Peterson jumps up and takes it away, and Wright gets the layup to go. Barron lucky to get away without a foul call there as well.
And last year, Wright was a guy who assisted on 25% of the field goals, so look for him to make plays like right there.
The Panthers lead it by 6 off of plays like this from John Michael Wright as we head to the under-16 timeout on Big Ten Plus. House hounded by Bowie. And now Wright, guarded by Greer, gets the switch, long pull-up three, and it's good. Was very close to transferring away from High Point this offseason. He was in the transfer portal. He was rumored to be heavily considering Northwestern and Georgia. Those were the two teams that he was linked to. That transfer portal ended up getting Elijah Williams as a transfer wing forward as Ryan Young goes to work in the post and scores right over the top of Azunabor.
You can only speculate the reason why he stayed, but if you look at this roster, they have talent, they have ability. And a guy like Wright, who's a veteran player, he wants to win.
Another long two from Emmanuel Azunabor. So take a little physicality off the floor, but he can really shoot the ball.
He can. 4 of 8 in the season opener on threes.
Nice dump off here from Bowie to Young. Wright trying to break down Greer. One-on-one offense. Paul away in the lane, drops it.
And it's so tough to guard him.
Joins the game for the Panthers, adding some more size for them as Azunabor comes to the bench. Young sets the screen. Greer rejects it. Floater in the lane, gets the roll. Robbie Barron can play that wing position when he's asked to, especially on the defensive end. High Point still in this zone look. And Bowie gets an open three out of it and drains it. You got to think head coach Tubby Smith went to the zone.
Modern basketball has a lot of ball screens. Tubby Smith, more of a traditional offense with a lot of pin downs.
Sanchez fights it up and in the lane. Baylor and Gonzaga each had over 25 ball screens per 40 minutes. As Ryan Young working on Sanchez the other way and fights up the right-handed push shot, gets it to go. Elijah Williams going to try to run the break the other direction. 4-on-2 for the Cats. 3 in the corner from Greer. It goes, and the Cats are starting to get hot now. They take their first lead of the game. Elijah Williams' first attempt of the game from the field is Childress. A little bit of a dribble drive. Pass tipped and picked by Roper. Roper running the other direction. Into Peterson. Kick. Greer. 3. Got it! And the High Point offense stays cold. Northwestern trying to stay hot. Bowie on the floater, and he gets it. That was where he got into some trouble last season with those heat check threes. Can't hit that one. Wright trying to go quickly the other way. Works the pass out to Austin for a deep triple, and he nails it. Zach Austin from way outside.
He has all the tools to be a pro prospect. Showing it here early, his offensive versatility.
Bowie will try to answer and does with a deep three of his own. Staying with him. Now Austin wants the ball in the post, but
Great
Roper
job by
fronts
Roper.
well. And Wright will try a long three and drain it. 65 seconds to go in the first half. Wright has 12 and 5 assists already. This time he dumps it off. And a tough finish on the interior for Azunabor. Chris Collins wants to use his use it or lose it timeout as he gives it out to Austin.
I think Wright has to go for an isolation here.
He gets the screen up top. Greer trying to poke it loose. Instead, Wright will take a pull-up and nail it again. And the two leading scorers going head-to-head to start this second half as Wright gives to House. And House trying to drive on Simmons and gets the and one. What a strong finish on the interior that time by Jaden House, who saw a ton of minutes last year. He did not start a game in his 20 games of action as Bowie comes around staggered screens and now hits Nance for an open three, and Pete Nance drains his first triple. Nance now with 5 points. House working on Simmons again. Crosses to his left again. This time back to the right, and he sticks the floater.
The team is more important self, understanding that the High Point Panthers are going to need House. Good job tricking the refs.
And Nance hits the fall away. In the first half, High Point had 8 offensive rebounds. They out-rebounded Northwestern 22-14 as Bowie glides in for an easy 2. And that's got to be something that Chris Collins talked about in the locker room. As Wright holds it out on Bowie, long 3 from Austin. He nails it. It seems like the tighter Zach Austin is guarded, the more likely he is to hit the shot. High Point sticking around, back to a 2-point game. Barron trying to work on Peterson, finds Barry for 3, and he gets it. Tie Barry's first 3 of the game. Peterson catches on the right wing. Nice cut inside. Nance erases Austin this time. Now Holt right back at him. Can't finish.
Good growth by Nance, asserting himself after being in foul trouble, being really aggressive here in the second half.
Nance takes hard again, and the and one. Pete Nance finishing at the cup, and a chance for a 3-point play. Bowie working on House right now. Little in and out dribble, kicks back Nance, another open 3, and he puts it down again. Pete Nance is a dynamo in this second half. They're on a 16-3 run right now, and Elijah Williams trying to work against Wright, kicks to Greer instead. Great drop off for Young on the interior, and he finishes.
Look for them to get it inside.
Ryan Young is 4 for 4 now as this pass over the top comes free for Roper. Roper, nice dump off, and Young is 5 for 5. He's got 12 points off the bench. Gets the ball screen at the top from Young. Roper back into Young. Great touch pass on the inside, and the big man finishes again. That's 30 combined points. Second half, he's 0 for 2 from the field with 2 turnovers. And now Young working on a Zudabor, that quick spin that he's so known for, and he puts it away again.
Having a field day, playing with a lot of confidence, getting his rhythm back from that foot injury.
House will try a 3 and nail it. You mentioned it, 26% from 3 last year. House and Wright exchange passes, and now Austin, tough 2, gets it, sticks it right in Roper's face. He's hit some tough shots in this game.
And that's what Tubby Smith's teams are known for, pressure, ball line defense. Getting a little bit of a taste of it right now.
Bowie, another floater in the lane, nails it. He's got 5 teams to the NCAA tournament, Tubby Smith. Went to the 98 National Championship with Kentucky, featuring a lot of that ball pressure that you talked about as Ryan Young works his way into a clean look underneath. Bowie gets that staggered screen look again, trying to slip it inside to Barron. It just wasn't there. Probably should have continued with the ball as Peterson going in transition and finishing with the left hand. It's into their offense when they've been in their sets. High Point hasn't been able to stop them. And this time Bowie glides in. Nance with the follow.
We're ranked second to last in defense efficiency last season. Bowie getting way too easy to the paint there.
And Barry picks the pocket. On the other end, he finger rolls it in. He has really been the engine of everything for High Point all game long. Nice back cut from Greer. High Point covered it up. Fall away. Ryan Greer adding something to the game. Really attack that and not settle for mid-range jumpers that we've so often in the past seen this team settle for. Here, Bowie gets inside for a floater. Nance can't tip it, but Barron does, and that's exactly what I'm talking about. You may have seen a familiar name. I think Trey was a little bit more surprised than most to see that name. Jalen Coleman Lands playing significant minutes for Kansas as Wright drills a pull-up 3 in Greer's eye.
5th years and 6th years are probably able to get their masters. It's more than basketball.
Wow. That looked like more than basketball right there. Northwestern is content with their 5th year in Elijah Williams. They got plenty of experience outside of that. Nance with a fall away and drains it again. Pete Nance, 20-10 for Northwestern, a game that we thought would be a tight one at halftime has really turned into just that, a laugher. It's 82-55. And Greer makes it 84-55. He still hasn't missed.
We talked about it a lot. If they're not going to guard you, you got to be aggressive and make plays, and Ryan Greer has done that tonight.
Wright absorbs a lot of contact and nails a fall-away jumper.
Absolutely. He's a guy that can score at all 3 levels. Reminds you a little bit of Marcus Carr, who's currently playing at Texas, a Minnesota transfer. As we see Pete Nance just on fire.
The Wildcats rolling out the lineup, 2 first-years. They got Elijah Williams in there, along with Greer and Matt Nicholson. Catch and shoot three. Ryan Greer stays perfect, and he nails his third three of the evening. Of course, High Point not only has two rights, they also have what has to be a unique feature in the NCAA as Casey Simmons' acrobatic finish.
That's something you probably normally see in basketball.
Of course, we have John Michael Wright as Matthew Nicholson finishes inside. The 7-foot center gets his first bucket. It's great to see that a Northwestern team that has often had a tough time coming out of the half as Williams explodes and jams it home. 95-60 the final. Northwestern routs the Panthers to go to 2-0.
And we saw the maturity of this Northwestern team.